Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the. As you can see on the screen, I have my FIFA 21 Team of the Week 8 predictions up. So we'll run through them. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it tonight. It's International Week, so it's going to be a little bit. Some of these were tough, and like some of them I didn't really want to put in, but I didn't really have. There's a couple other options that I could see potentially getting in that are lower rated. Um, but I kind of felt heading into, we're coming into a new season this Friday on FIFA. The following Friday is Black Friday, so I figure they want to kind of get the juices flowing for all the kiddies and their coins and all that kind of stuff. So I figured this week would be a pretty big, well, not big, but a decent team of the week. This one's actually a little bit better than a couple of the prior ones, but we'll see if it holds true. So we'll start with goalkeeper first. We got Jan Sommer. He had 2 penalty saves against Sergio Ramos and Spain, and I thought he was going to get the clean sheet, but he only ended up with the draw as Spain equalized late. But he's a huge part of the reason that Switzerland got a point out of that game. He had 6 saves, 5 in the box. He had a high claim. He had a 9 rating, 2 penalties saved in that game. I think the 2 penalties saved in that game 100% guarantees Summer. We use him, no, for high rated fodder. SBCs that come out on Black Friday, the icon SBCs, that kind of thing. Feel like that gets him in. Peter Pekaric. Yeah, Pekaric. He had an assist in the 1-0 win. I believe that's Slovakia. So I feel like he will get in there. Slovakia actually played fairly deep. Get a right back card. It's not too often that we get right backs outside of like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, Kyle Walker, things like that. That get. Feel like he'll get in. 81 rated. I feel like that's is kind of par for the that. Next to that, we have Labhead, aka Harry Maguire. He had a goal in nothing win over Ireland. I feel like that will. I will say defensively, it was try to find. I literally only had 6 options, 7 to choose from, and then one of them I realized when I chose it that it was a right mid, not a right or left back. I thought it was a left back, but I was reading the lineup the wrong way. So, geez on that. But anyway, Harry Maguire with the goal again, just for fodder. Nobody's really going to use. Next to that, we have Mario Rui. I think he had a couple. He had a couple of us in Portugal's 7-0 win. I think it was Andorra. As you'll see with the next election, there's nobody else from. I feel like that'll probably get Rui in. There's a possibility maybe of another one from getting in besides him, but we'll have to see. The next one that I'm mentioned is Kante. He had and the only goal France's 1-0 win over Portugal Sunday was a huge reason why they won that game. So I feel like that will get him in team of the week this week as well. Next to that, excuse me, we have Mr. Leon Goretzka for Germany. He had 2 assists. He had 2 assists in Germany's 3 I know Werner scored 2 goals in the game. I think he had 2 goals maybe in that game because I do have him. He just had 2 goals in that game, so I mean it's gonna go one way or the other. And I went with Goretzka here partially because center mid's been iffy. I just don't. I'm not 100% sure that I see EA because obviously you can see I have 3 watches in here. I think 2 of them are for sure in. Um, the other ones I'm not sure, so I went with Goretzka here. See if I get lucky again because I actually earlier in the season, if you Lewandowski had like 2 goals, I think, or maybe even he might have even had a hat trick or something, and I put in Muller that week, and Muller got in over Lewandowski because I don't think it was a hat trick. I think it was goals, 1 assist. Get a second in for him. Gonna have to have probably a hat trick minimum to get in, so that's why I went with Goretzka here. Get in for Germany. And next to that, we have Jorginho Wijnaldum, Liverpool, busted out of the gates on Sunday with 2 goals. Netherlands, they won 3-1. So I feel like that'll get him in. Liverpool players are dropping like flies right now with a lot of injuries. Um, but their game, I feel like that should get him in. Then next we have Sadio Mane, Senegal. I believe he had ended up having 3 goals, 1 total for both Africa Cup of Nations games. For him, so 2 Liverpool players, and I honestly didn't even realize it. We're focused on the nationalities and not the team. Um, so, and I actually see 3 Inter Milan players now, so kind of a little sus on that now. But Mane should, in my opinion, he should be in, no question. Had a great performance. Next to that, we have Ashraf Hakimi, Morocco. He had 1 goal, 1 assist. And the reason why he's in is Ziyech had 2 goals, 1 assist. Morocco, but Ziyech has literally just had an in too soon and not enough, in my opinion, to get a second in. So that's why I went with Hakimi, right mid there. Feel like that'll get him in. Next to that is Yad Mahrez. I believe he played Cam for Algeria. He had 2 goals, 1 assist. He had a goal yesterday. They drew. I believe they drew yesterday, but they won 3-1. I believe it was Thursday or Friday. So I feel like that'll get him in. He's not been playing real well, so I figure this is his chance in inform for now. And he's not been starting a lot either, so we'll see where that leads. Next to that, we have Victor. This is the one where it's gonna be kind of tricky. So he had 1 goal, 2 assists. So he basically had 3 points in a 4-4 draw for Nigeria. But Alex Iwobi had 2 goals in that game. And I thought about putting Alex Iwobi in, and I was like, I don't know. So this one's going to be a little questionable. I think this would be this would be his first or his second. Hang on, gotta look. I can't remember. I think I looked at this. I have to literally search by. I literally can't search this guy on. I Sorry, it's taking me. Apparently, foot search it would help if I selected the right team. There we go. Okay, so yeah, his ones to watch. He doesn't have an inform, but his ones to watch is an. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of think he could get in. Um, like I said, it's either going to be Osman or Alex Iwobi. Iwobi really doesn't play a whole lot, so I would expect that they would probably give it to. And again, going into new season, see if it'd be season 2, Black Friday on the horizon. That's why some of these cards I threw in there. Will they get in? I don't know, but have to wait and see. Arturo Vidal, he had 2 goals, both goals in Chile's 2-0 win on Friday. I feel like that'll get him in. That'll upgrade his ones to watch. 85. Yuri, how many informs are going to get this year? I don't know. So we'll see. You know, two goals. There were several 2-goal guy. Matter of fact, pretty much everybody that I have in Team of the Week, with the exception of a couple, all had 2 goals this week. So 2 goals kind of is the bar this week, so to speak, for these offensive players. Next to him, Christian Erickson for Denmark. I know for sure he had 2 goals yesterday in the 2-1 win. He had the game winner. I want to say he had a goal earlier the week when Denmark played. So he might have had 3 goals. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he had at least 3 points for the 2 international games. Again, Erickson hardly ever plays for Inter. So I would highly expect that he gets in team. Because unless he transfers, the rumor is that he possibly transferring to PSG. Unless he transfers, I don't see him getting a lot of playing time, and I don't really see him getting an inform other than international play. So I would expect this one to be in. You know, so you can kind of see we've got several 86 rated players, a couple 85, 88, 89, 91. It's a little high, I'll admit, but like I said, it was really tough to come up with, you know, deserving team of the week cards that were lower rated. Um, so we'll see. So over on the right, basically, so like Vidal, Erickson are kind of the subs reserves group on the right. I had a hard time kind of fitting everything on the screen, and I wanted it to be legible for you all, especially in the video. This is my first time doing it, so hopefully it comes out all right for you guys. Next up is Yuri Tieleman for Belgium. He had one goal he had the opening goal in the England Belgium match, and that proved to be the game winner as Belgium won 2-0 against England. Feel like that'll get him in probably CM, CPM, maybe even a cam. See how that shakes out. Next to him, we have Lucas Rupsky. Rupsky, I guess how you say it, for Poland. Had 7 saves. Their win on, I think it was Thursday, maybe. Can't remember who Poland beat, but they won 2-0. So in that same, yeah, it was 2-0. So I feel like he's a big reason why they won that game 2-0. Didn't really see anything else from that game, so I figured he would get in. Literally, goalkeepers was another hard one this week. I've seen a couple other predictions, but I'm gonna go with him to represent Poland international matchups. Next, I have Danilo from Brazil. I know Firmino had the only goal in that game, but Danilo was like the second best, I think. I just Firmino's already had an inform 1 goal per. In my opinion, it wasn't enough. And Danilo didn't do a whole lot from a like scoring perspective, but he did from a perspective. Um, they won 1-0. He was part of the reason they kept the clean. Good nationality, K League, yeah. So we'll see the card, decent card for right back. We'll see if it gets in or not. I don't know. Next up, I have Michy Batshuayi for Belgium again. Belgium won 2-1 on Thursday, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I believe it was Thursday. They won 2-1. He had both goals in that game. And a lot of the regulars Belgium would play, I don't think played in that game. So again, another guy that doesn't play a whole lot. What are the chances that he gets an in throughout the season? Probably slim and none. International. I figure of the two Belgians, I figure he's probably the better chance of the two in. Tielemans could not get in, and they'll put somebody else in. So again, we'll see there. Next up, we have Costas Fortunas from Greece. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, and a 2-0 win. Greece on Sunday. Plays Cam. So yeah, I kind of feel like he had a good performance. They had clean. You don't see too many Greece players in, unless they're out of the league. And Fortunas definitely is one that you don't see in, because it's usually El Arabi. Can't think of any of the other ones off the top of my head, but El Arabi's the one out in my mind. So I feel like Fortunas gets in with that performance. Next, we move to Vincenzo Grifo, Italy. He had 2 goals in their 4-0 win on Thursday, I believe it was. Or actually, no, it might have been Friday. Can't remember when all these games were played. So, but I think that he was the best performer for Italy. Bundesliga guy, so again, another guy. How many informs is he going to get? Not really usable card, but 82 rated fodder for SBCs. Next to him, we have Andre Ayew for Ghana, I believe it is. He had where's he at? He had 2 goals and a 2-0 win. So both goals, again, as you heard me mention, 2 goals with the running team of the week this week, most part. So I figure that will get him in. Played very well. Again, Swansea City, not going to get a lot of informs unless you score a hat trick there. So he does play. He does play pretty regularly for but it's going to take a hat trick for him. I think that gets him in. So next up, we have Vincent Abubakar, and I believe I should know this. Hang on, I gotta look it up. Cameroon. I get the flags confused. Let me make sure I have IU right, so I don't a clown. Ghana, I was right. So Andre Ayew, Ghana. Vincent Abubakar is for Cameroon. He had both goals in a 4-1 win. I believe that was Friday. And he usually gets a couple in. playing for FC Porto. He usually plays really well, so um, but great performance from him um, over the weekend for Cameroon. Again, not really a usable card. So, really your only usable are the 85 rated and up card. The rest of them probably not going to use. And that includes the next two guys. So we have Kota Mizunuma for one of the J League clubs. He had 1 goal and 3 assists in his 6-2. I think he had like a 10 rating. I don't think they had ratings for this game, but I think if they had him, he would have had a 10 rating. So without a doubt, he gets in. And then Shun Nagasawa, one of the other J League clubs, he had a Hattie and a 4-0 win. So figure that gets him in. I believe he had a 10 rating in that game as well. I think both those guys had 10 ratings. So their base card is low rated silver. So they're boosted up to basically cards, but they're actually silver in form. So that kind of rounds out the team of the week this week. I know it's a little higher rate. Some of the subs are a little higher rated than probably should be there. So I have Callum Camps, who's another silver. He had 2 goals. And I want to say it was Fleetwood Town or one of the English 3. He could potentially get in as a lower rated. He had 2 goals and a 4-1 win. Junior Santos, he had 3 goals in the Kota Mizunuma game. So I figured the 4 points to the 3 that Mizunuma gets in over Santos. Junior Santos, I believe he's Brazilian too, so there's a possibility that he Baumgartlinger for Austria had 2 assists and a 3 win. I did not put him in. Again, I left Timo Werner out. Maybe they leave. I don't know. It's going to be hard. Like, you can't really. I don't feel like they can leave anybody from Morocco out because like I said, Hakim Ziyech for Morocco. He's already had an inform. Hakimi hasn't. So we'll see. Who would they take out? Maybe they take Erickson out, put Warner in. That gets ones to watches in, but that means they're gonna have to upgrade him. Do they? I don't know. Jorginho had 1 goal and a 2-0 win for Italy over Poland yesterday. Don't know if that's really informed me. I had Marcus Danielson, Sweden, he had 1 goal and a 2-1 win, but he was a silver. Carlos Salcedo for Mexico, 3-1, 3-2 friendly. He's a silver as well. So maybe they throw in more silvers this week. I don't know. And Diego Godin had for defense. He was a 1-1 draw for, I believe it was Uruguay, Argentina, one of the two. I don't know. I don't know that I left him out. He didn't really do anything, and he's too high rated because I already had too many kind of high rated cards. Left him out, and then goalkeeper wise, the only 2 goals I didn't put in. Kevin Trapp for Germany, he had 4 saves and a clean sheet, 1-0 win. Friday, and Neuer played yesterday. Trapp played better of the 2, so there's a possibility that Trapp informed viewers Rupsky and Fernando Martinez for a Spanish 2. He had 6 saves, 4 in the box, 1.8 rating. Didn't have a clean sheet, but they won 2-1. It was actually there's a possibility he's the bronze goalkeeper they throw in instead of another goalkeeper. So I'll have to see how this team of the week shakes out. For being for being an international team of the week this week, it's not bad. And just to keep in mind, they won't have dynamic images outside of the ones watches. The rest of them will just have their basic card international week. Um, it's a little overrated in my opinion, but again, like I literally struggle with trying to find overrated guys to go in here that were deserving. But hey, it is what it is. Last week, I think we got 15 right for change. This week, I'm not expecting any better than 11. So yeah, that kind of does it for the team of the week predictions this week. Smash a thumbs up on the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think. What I left out. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, be watching. Check out the marquee matchups prediction video. Some good, hopefully good league games this week. Then we'll be back at it again. Marquee matchups next weekend and week next week. Follow me on Twitter, Hunter1974Ghost, twitch.tv/GhostHunter1974. Should be live a couple of times this week playing some co-op with Will Smurr. Check him out as well, twitch.tv. And I believe he's a Will Smurr on YouTube as well. He does some prediction stuff. So, guys, appreciate you following, checking everything out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you later.